The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And already we're underway here. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
I really like the look of Florian Wirtz, Peter. What's impressed me most is his decision-making, which has been grown through his youth years. That comes from his wonderful understanding of the space around him, and he can dictate the tempo of his play accordingly. And he's going to be a superstar in years to come.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. He's picked his way through, played it early. And it's safely in the keeper's hands.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Elise. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Rummenigge. Rummenigge! What a wonderful goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach. And he shoots! Rummenigge! Truly a man who will pass the test of time! That is a gem! An absolute gem! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, entry via the post is at the widest possible point, which means a keeper is well and truly beaten.
Sevilla are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Neymar, there's the delivery. He's got tall. Harmlessly behind.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Sevilla have hit a quick-fire double here and are well and truly in the driving seat. Looking for a runner. It requires real discipline to defend this deep, and they are showing just such discipline. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Out to the right. He's in plenty of space here. And it's McAllister. Goes for a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And the return pass. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos has got himself a free kick. Rummenigge could complete a hat-trick here, Jim. What do you reckon?
Well, I think he's got...
Oh, shooting chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Wirtz clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Sevilla are looking to go forward now. Baresi, nicely spread. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Rummenigge just eases him off the ball. Cafu, half an hour played now. Now it's Bale. Now it's Neymar. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Roberto Carlos! Neymar puts his foot on the gas. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nicely aimed pass. And here's Bale. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Irwin. And they've switched it over to the other side.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
Sevilla heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Nice control. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, that's fabulous. Van Bouten did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Neymar could move up a gear here. Gerrard to McAllister. And it's Roberto Carlos. He is through here. He is just caressing the ball. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Cristiano Ronaldo. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Sevilla finding their passes. Neymar, and the counter is on.
There will be one,
and it's Roberto Carlos. Threads one in. Bale. Here comes the cross. And he's there to clear it. And the whistle goes for half-time. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
And there they are.
Sevilla are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. There's the start of the second half. Baresi, distributed tidily. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Rashford. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Beckenbauer with the foul. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Cristiano Ronaldo. Here's a chance! Oh, that is very close.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Beckenbauer with the clearance. Crosses it into the air. Climbs up big! It's in! The second half sparked straight into life. A great delivery and a finish to match.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
We have got ourselves a game here.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Cross flung in towards the middle. And it's hoisted clear. Nice interception, well timed. Neymar. Oh, they can break here. Irwin goes sliding in. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Howson makes the interception. Tries to pass it through. Rummenigge being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Swung over. Oh, can he get onto this? Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
So 2-1 now, and things have got a whole lot more enthralling here.
Yeah, this is a real psychological test now that will tell us whether one side buckles and the other kicks on.
And he's there to make the challenge. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Irwin. Rijkaard. And it's gone back to the keeper. Now it's Olise. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Now then, clash of the egos.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Cafu. Howson. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Gerrard. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. And no surprise, that's a booking.
He just can't argue with that. He could have been booked for an earlier incident too.
Substitutions taking place.
And he thumps it clear.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And it's Olmo. Can he get on the end of this? Neymar looks to get on the end of this. McAllister. Nicely weighted ball.
There's the shot!
Well, now it's a race for the ball. Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Rummenigge deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
It's a searching pass, and he's picked it up out wide, and he's whipped it across. Baresi clears it away. Spread it left. Now he's off and running.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given.
Substitution on the field. Number 17. Reds. Coming on the field is number 9. Federico Valverde.
Ah, now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park. They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Cross from Cap. Oh, smashing header! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Boyan. And it's Kukçu. Over to the left. Park Ji-sung. Knocks it into space. That's very neat. Kukçu. And this is Park. And the finish! And with that, the final whistle. Sevilla pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win, and that's what they needed. Rummenigge voted man of the match, and deservedly so.